Hello, everybody. I've done a quiz for a while, so I thought we'd do another one here. I'm only 4 rounds today. Hope everyone's safe and well and feeling good and keeping nice and safe online and at home. Got 4 rounds: science, Mr. Coleman, a general knowledge, a DT round from Miss Nightingale and Miss P, and then one for myself. That's my phone. How strange. Sorry about that. How strange. So yes, like I said, science, general knowledge, DT, geography. Geography is actually going to be a flags round. Love a flag round. So remember, it's about the retrieval, that long-term memory, recall, especially that science and DT round. Definitely things you've encountered before. So let's crack on. For Mr. Coleman, his science round. Question 1: which pigment gives the leaves its green colour? Which pigment gives the leaves its green colour? So I think back to your science lessons. What have you learned? And you can pause this at any time. Give yourself a bit more time to think, okay? Not too much time. Number 2. Which material from the following has the highest transparency? Paper, wood, metal, or glass? Have a really hard think. It's there somewhere, but a retrieval or a recall. I think it's probably going to ramp up in terms of its complexity, though. Question 3. What tissue connects muscle to bone? Skin, blood vessels, fat, or tendon? So what tissue connects muscles to bones? Question 4. Plants need which gas to perform photosynthesis? Is it hydrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, or oxygen? More challenging that, have a think. What could it be? Numeral song. Which system of the body controls the senses? Is it the circulatory system, the digestive system, the nervous system, or the skeletal system? Which of those controls the body's senses? These are quite good, Mr. Coleman. Quite challenging. Number 6. Which is the largest animal on Earth? The largest animal on Earth. Is it a shark, an elephant, a blue whale, or a giraffe? Shark, elephant, blue whale, or giraffe. They're all pretty big, aren't they? Pretty sizable beasts then. Number 7. Which is the strongest sense in a dog? Is it touch, hearing, smell, or taste? So which of those 4 is the strongest sense for a dog? Touch, hearing, smell, or taste? Number 8. What are animals which eats both plants and animals called? So an animal that eats both plants and animals, are they called herbivores, insectivores, carnivores, or omnivores? So they eat both. What could they be? I'm just pausing and resuming this recording all the way through. Question 9. What type of energy will eventually run out? Is it kinetic energy, non-renewable energy, gravitational energy, or renewable energy? So which one of those 4 will eventually run out? And number 5. Which nutrient plays an essential role in muscle building? Protein, carbohydrate, iron, or fat? So which one of those 4 plays a really important role in the building of muscle in the body? I'm just going to shut my door because that's going to slam otherwise, isn't it? There we go. Pause the recording for that. Lovely stuff. We're all aiming for 10, surely. So let's go for it. The answer is chlorophyll gives green pigment in leaves. Glass is the most transparent. A tendon is bone to muscle. Carbon dioxide is what plants need to photosynthesize. So breaking down sugars. The nervous system looks after your senses. And the blue whale, which has a heart the size of a mini, I think, is the biggest animal on Earth. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell. Omnivores like to eat pretty much anything and everything everywhere. Non-renewable energy will run out. And protein is the final answer. Fingers crossed we're on 10s there. We've got to be on 10s, haven't we? Some fantastic questions there, Mr. Coleman. And we're going to move on to our next round. It's going to be a very good round. General knowledge. Love a general knowledge round. It's really good to sort of populate your own mind with all this general knowledge. Let's go for it. Question 1. What is the name of the 4th book in the Harry Potter series? Oh, Harry Potter. The 4th book. Question 2. What is 15% of 2,000? 15% of 2,000. Bit of mathematician skills needed here. Number 3. Which UK airport has the code GLA? So the IATA code is the sort of airline code. GLA. Which UK airport has that code? Number 4, which metal has the chemical symbol Pb? So there were the chemical symbols in the periodic table. It's based on the amount of electrons and atoms that they have. It's where they're in the reactivity. So which chemical symbol is Pb? And number 5, lemurs are native to which island? There's really cute, massively long-tailed animals. They're native to which island? Remember, you can pause at any time if you need to look at the letters, but don't pause too long. You know, it's all about quick thinking, retrieval, and recall. Number 6, which is the only letter in Scrabble to have a value of 5 points? So those letters, tiles all have different point values. Which one has 5 points as its value? Number 7, how many football matches were played in total at the 2018 World Cup in Russia? How many football matches were played in total? So the group games, second round, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. How many matches were played in total? Number 8, how much is the purchase price of Old Kent Road in the London version of Monopoly? So to buy Old Kent Road in Monopoly, in the London version, the original version, how much is it? Old Kent Road, how much you got to pay? Number 9, how many hours are there in a leap year? That's a tricky one, that. That's a toughie. How many hours are there in a leap year? More mathematician skills needed. Number 10, final question. Which author created the character Paddington Bear? Hey, the Great British Menu had this really nice dessert. It was like a marmalade sandwich, which Paddington Bear, he kept under his hat, didn't he? Oh, brilliant. Fantastic book. Really good film, actually, as well. But which author created the character Paddington Bear? Think of a chat, little discussion around your family. What are the answers? Get them down. Give you a couple of seconds. Right, you are. Let's go for some answers then. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Brilliant book, that. Really good. So we start to really ramp up the action. Okay. Number 2 is 300. Number 3, GLA is Glasgow International Airport. And PB is lead. Those gorgeous, cute little lemurs you'll find in Madagascar. K is the answer to number 6. Has 5 points attributed to it. There were 64 matches played at the FIFA World Cup. £60 cost you to buy Old Kent Road. £60, pretty cheap that, I think. And there are 8,784 hours in a leap year because there's one extra day. No, sorry, yeah, I'm right there, sorry. And Michael Bond is the author that created Paddington Bear. What did you get? What did you get? Write it down. I'm guessing more 10s, just 10s everywhere, we hope. Fabulous. Moving on to our next round. Thank you very much to the DT department. DT, let's go for it. Question 1. What is it called when we draw ideas onto paper? So what is that called when we draw ideas onto paper? Question 2. What method do we use to cut an onion? So done it in DT, done it in Miss Nightingale's room. What method do you call it when you cut an onion? What method are you using? Number 3. Give a word that describes what a material will do, for example, if it reacts to light. So what is the word that describes what a material in DT will do? Number 4, perspective drawing has a point of focus. Now, what is that called? Perspective drawing, a point of focus, what is it called? Number 5, what are you doing all the time? You are working on something to be sure it will work. So what is that called? What are you doing? You're working on it all the time to make sure it will work. What is that called? Really challenging questions from the DT department. I love it. Fantastic, really pushing and challenging us, our depth of knowledge. Okay, 6 to 10. Citrus fruits are high in which vitamin? So citrus fruits, you always hear about it, they're high in which sort of vitamin? D comes from the sun, I think. Sorry, I might have just discounted D for you, sorry. Number 7, bread, sugar, potatoes and pasta are great sources of what type of nutrient? We all need this sort of nutrient, but what type is it? It comes from bread, sugar, potatoes and pasta. And number 8, in weaving, what is the horizontal thread called? The thread that goes across. In weaving, what is that called? Number 9, what are the 5 senses we use to help us evaluate the food we eat? The 5 senses we use to help us evaluate the food we eat. So once you've finished your work in DT in Miss Nightingale's room and you evaluate your work, what are those 5 senses you're using? And number 10, what is the method we use to make a cake called? You're making a cake, which I've seen so many of you do since you've been away, which is brilliant. What's that method called? Have a think, have a chat, a little discussion. Remember, you can pause it, go back. Can't remember any of the questions. And here are our answers. So it's design or designing when you bring something out. Have a bridge and claw. I think it's like that, isn't it? You chop down, so you don't chop your fingers off. You go down like this. Property. That's number 3. The vanishing point is number 4. We are evaluating. That's what we're doing. It's vitamin C. Should we go for vitamin C? Those food groups we mentioned there, pasta and bread, are all sorts of carbohydrates. The horizontal thread is called the weft. Didn't know that. I didn't know number 10 either. Number 9 is sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing. 5 senses. I didn't know it's called creaming. Didn't know that. But apparently that's the method used to make a cake. Fantastic. Really go around that. That's quite challenging. Really challenging. So let's move on to our final round today. Only 4. It's the geography round. It's flags. The flag quiz. So I'll bring them up. You can pause it. Don't take too long. I reckon pause it for about a minute. That's good enough for each one. Here's your first 5 flags. I would say that one, number 4, is the most challenging there for me. And then here are your next 5 flags. And I suppose number 8 would be the most challenging there for me as well. So remember, pause it. So there's your first 5. Let's pause it here if you want to. And there's your next 5. And your answers. There you go. Algeria, Morocco, Canada. That one was quite hard. Panama, which is in Central America. Vietnam, which is in Southeast Asia. Spain, that's New Zealand, not Australia. It's that really confusing one. If you look at it, it's about the red and not the white stars. That's Estonia. Capital is Tallinn. That's in sort of Northern Europe. It's just before you get to Scandinavia and Denmark and areas like that. Nigeria, Africa, and Austria, which is in Europe. So there you go, guys. What a lovely quiz. Only 4 rounds this time, but let us know how you did. Let your head of the year know how you've done out of 40. And I hope you're all staying safe at home and online, and we will see you all really, really soon.